Hello, and welcome to my channel.
Now I'm going to tell you a story about the secret of a magic waterfall that has healing properties. Liliana lived in the quaint village of Eldoria, nestled deep within the rolling hills and lush meadows. It was a place where time seemed to stand still, and the villagers lived harmoniously with nature. But amidst the idyllic surroundings, a shadow had fallen upon Liliana's heart. Her beloved grandmother, Adelaide, was suffering from a mysterious illness that had left her weak and bedridden. Adelaide had always been a pillar of strength and wisdom in the village. Her gentle touch and kind words had brought comfort to countless souls. Liliana, with her fiery red hair and sparkling emerald eyes, had inherited her grandmother's compassionate spirit. The bond between them was unbreakable, and Liliana couldn't bear to see her grandmother in such pain. Every day, Liliana would sit by Adelaide's bedside, holding her frail hand and whispering words of love and hope. She would recount tales of magic and wonder, hoping to bring a glimmer of joy to her grandmother's eyes. Liliana believed in the power of magic, in the unseen forces that could heal even the deepest wounds. And so, she made a vow to find a way to heal her grandmother, no matter the cost. One evening, as Liliana sat by the window, a gentle breeze swept through the room, carrying with it an ethereal voice. "Liliana," it whispered, "there is a quest that awaits you. Seek the hidden magic waterfall that holds the healing waters." Liliana's heart skipped a beat as she turned towards the source of the voice. There, standing before her, was an ancient spirit dressed in shimmering robes of silver and gold. Its eyes sparkled with ancient wisdom, and its voice resonated with a power that seemed to transcend time. "Who are you?" Liliana asked, her voice trembling with awe. "I am the spirit of Eldoria, guardian of the ancient magic," the spirit replied. "Your love for your grandmother has awakened a dormant power within you. Only by finding the magic waterfall and collecting its healing waters can you save her." Liliana's eyes widened with determination. She knew that this was the sign she had been waiting for, the call to action that would lead her on a perilous but necessary journey. With a resolute nod, she made up her mind. She would leave her village behind and set off on a quest to find the hidden magic waterfall. Please support my channel by liking and subscribing. With a small bag slung over her shoulder and a heart filled with hope, Liliana ventured into the mystical enchanted forest. The forest was a realm of enchantment, where ancient trees whispered secrets and magical creatures roamed freely. Rays of sunlight danced through the emerald canopy above, casting a kaleidoscope of colors on the forest floor. As Liliana walked deeper into the forest, she felt a mischievous presence nearby. Suddenly, a small sprite with twinkling blue wings appeared before her. It was Pippin, the forest's resident trickster. Well, what have we here?" Pippin chimed, his voice filled with mischief. "A brave little human venturing into our domain. What brings you here, young one?" Liliana smiled warmly at the sprite. "I seek the hidden magic waterfall," she replied. "I must collect its healing waters to save my grandmother." Pippin's eyes sparkled with curiosity. "Ah, the magic waterfall," he said, twirling in midair. "Legend has it that it is guarded by powerful spirits and hidden deep within these woods. But fear not, young one, for I shall be your guide." And so, with Pippin leading the way, Liliana delved further into the enchanted forest, her heart filled with anticipation and a touch of trepidation. As Liliana and Pippin ventured deeper into the enchanted forest, they encountered a series of trials that tested their courage and determination. The first trial came in the form of a riddle posed by a wise old owl named Orla. "Only those with a pure heart can pass," Orla hooted, her eyes gleaming with wisdom. "Answer me this. What is it that grows when you give it away?" Liliana pondered for a moment before a smile spread across her face. "Kindness," she replied confidently. Orla nodded approvingly and stepped aside, allowing Liliana to continue her journey. The forest seemed to come alive with each step, presenting Liliana with new challenges and obstacles. She had to navigate treacherous paths guarded by mischievous imps, solve puzzles created by talking trees, and outwit cunning foxes who sought to deter her from her quest. Throughout it all, Liliana remained steadfast, drawing upon her inner strength and the guidance of Pippin and Orla. She learned to trust her instincts and embrace the unknown, knowing that her grandmother's life depended on her success. After days of traversing through the enchanted forest, Liliana found herself in a serene clearing. The air was thick with magic, and the sound of whispering waters filled her ears. Intrigued, she followed the melodic sound until she reached a hidden waterfall shimmering with iridescent light. The sight took Liliana's breath away. The waterfall cascaded down a bed of glistening rocks, creating a mesmerizing display of colors. The air was filled with a gentle mist, carrying with it the scent of wildflowers and the promise of healing. Liliana approached the waterfall cautiously, her heart pounding with anticipation. She knew that this was the magic waterfall she had been seeking, the source of the healing waters that could save her grandmother. With trembling hands, she filled a small vessel with the shimmering liquid, feeling its powerful energy course through her veins. As Liliana stood before the magic waterfall, a presence emerged from within its depths. A water spirit materialized before her, her form ethereal and radiant. Her eyes sparkled like liquid sapphires, and her voice resonated with the soothing melody of flowing water. "Greetings, young one," the water spirit said, her voice as gentle as a babbling brook. "You have journeyed far to reach this sacred place. But before you can claim the healing waters, you must prove your worthiness." Liliana's heart skipped a beat. She knew that the water spirit held the key to her grandmother's salvation. With determination in her eyes, she asked, "What must I do to prove myself?" The water spirit smiled, her gaze filled with compassion. "Perform a selfless act of kindness," she replied. "Save a trapped woodland creature and show me the depths of your compassion." Liliana nodded, her resolve unwavering. She ventured deeper into the forest, guided by the spirit's wisdom. After hours of searching, she stumbled upon a small rabbit caught in a snare. Without hesitation, Liliana carefully freed the creature, cradling it in her arms. As she returned to the magic waterfall with the rescued rabbit, the water spirit appeared once more. Her eyes shimmered with approval as she witnessed Liliana's act of kindness. "You have proven yourself worthy," the water spirit said, her voice filled with pride. "You may now collect the healing waters and fulfill your quest." With the water spirit's blessing, Liliana collected the healing waters in her vessel, feeling its potent energy flow through her fingertips. She thanked the water spirit for her guidance and promised to use the healing waters wisely. As she turned to leave, the water spirit's voice echoed in her mind. "Remember, young one, the power of the healing waters lies not only in their ability to mend wounds, but also in their capacity to bring hope and joy to all who believe." Liliana nodded, her heart filled with gratitude and determination. She knew that her journey was far from over, and that the healing waters held the potential to bring not only physical healing, but also spiritual transformation. With the vessel filled with healing waters clutched tightly in her hands, Liliana began her journey back to Eldoria. The forest seemed to welcome her presence, guiding her through its winding paths and offering protection from unseen dangers. Along the way, Liliana encountered various challenges that tested her newfound knowledge and abilities. She had to navigate treacherous ravines, outsmart cunning creatures, and resist temptations that sought to divert her from her path. But with each obstacle overcome, her determination grew stronger, fueled by the love she held for her grandmother. Finally, Liliana returned to Eldoria, a sense of anticipation coursing through her veins. The villagers gathered around as she rushed to her grandmother's side, the vessel of healing waters clasped tightly in her hands. Adelaide's eyes fluttered open as Liliana approached. A weak smile graced her lips as she recognized her beloved granddaughter. "Liliana," Adelaide whispered, her voice filled with love and gratitude. "You have returned." Tears welled up in Liliana's eyes as she carefully administered the healing waters to her grandmother. She watched with bated breath as the magical liquid worked its wonders, revitalizing Adelaide's frail body. Color returned to her cheeks, and a newfound strength coursed through her veins. The villagers watched in awe as Adelaide's health was restored before their very eyes. Hope bloomed in their hearts, and whispers of gratitude filled the air. Liliana's act of bravery and the power of the healing waters had brought joy and renewed faith to the village of Eldoria. News of Liliana's triumph spread throughout the village like wildfire. The villagers gathered in the village square, their faces alight with joy and gratitude. They hailed Liliana as a hero, their voices mingling with laughter and song. Liliana stood before them, her heart overflowing with humility. She thanked them for their unwavering support and expressed her gratitude for the opportunity to bring healing to her grandmother and their community. As night fell, the village came alive with a grand celebration. Music filled the air as villagers danced under the starlit sky. The aroma of delicious food wafted through the streets, and laughter echoed through the night. Liliana stood on a small stage, surrounded by her friends and family. She looked out at the sea of smiling faces, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. In that moment, she knew that her quest had not only saved her grandmother, but had also brought hope and healing to the hearts of all who believed. In the days that followed, Liliana found herself reflecting on her journey and the transformative power of hope and perseverance. She marveled at how her belief in magic had led her to discover a strength within herself that she never knew existed. She realized that her quest had not only been about saving her grandmother, but also about discovering her own purpose. The magic waterfall had revealed to her the depths of her compassion and the limitless potential within her heart. With newfound clarity, Liliana made a decision. She would continue exploring Eldoria, using her knowledge and abilities to help others in need. She knew that her journey had only just begun and that there were countless souls waiting to be touched by her magic. And so, Liliana set off on a new quest, carrying with her the lessons she had learned from her journey. She embraced the magic of the world, knowing that it resided not only in hidden waterfalls and enchanted forests, but also within the hearts of those who believed. As she ventured into the unknown, Liliana's steps were filled with purpose and her heart brimming with hope. She knew that there would be challenges along the way, but she was ready to face them head-on, armed with the power of love and the belief in the extraordinary. And so, Liliana's story continues, her spirit illuminated by the magic she carries within. With each step she takes, she brings healing, hope, and joy to all who cross her path. And as she embarks on new adventures, she leaves a trail of magic in her wake, inspiring others to embrace the extraordinary that lies within themselves.